Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
How's that for a slice of fried gold?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
It seems to run on some form of electricity.
And it was wrong. It was a bad call, Ripley. It was a bad call.
Bad call.
Some are good for fighting, others for dying.
It's Just Two Movies.
Welcome back to another episode of It's Just Two Movies. My name is Daniel King. In the studio with me this evening, Birdman.
Hey, Dan.
Hey.
What's up, bud?
Hey, Birdman. How are you, buddy?
I'm pretty good. How you doing, bud?
I'm good. I mean, we've been catching up for a little bit.
Yeah.
We didn't. It's not. We're old friends.
We
He
are
doesn't
old
just come in here and
friends.
I'm like, shut up, save it all for the.
Get to recording.
Save it for the show.
We're not talking at all.
No. But if it's your first time tuning in, what we do is we watch two movies. One of them, at least one of us thinks it's good. And the other one, hopefully, is so bad it's good, but it's got something in common. With the first one, we really need to punch up that.
You know, we've been pretty loose with our themes, I feel, but it's...
Keeping it hot and loose.
Man, you double doing.
Huh? That's just one do.
What's that?
Oh, I am double doing. Oh, shit.
I
guess we'll go ahead and dive into it now.
Shut! What you drinking? What you drinking?
What you drinking, Birdman? Bringing it back.
We're gonna go into what you drinking.
Yeah, sure.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I think I'm drinking what I was drinking last time. A Bell's Lighthearted IPA. A low-cal IPA, 4% alcohol, 115 calories.
Love that.
You know, I'm just trying to keep it light.
Yeah, I'm drinking. I'm double doing a little Mountain Dew and a little Tullamore Dew. Really, it's just a splash of Mountain Dew and a glass
How do you say
of
it?
Tullamore Dew.
Tullamore?
That's what I say. I think that's how you would say it. Tullamore. DEW.
What if it's Tullamore?
Could be Tullamore. No way to know.
You got that zero sugar Dew, though.
Zero
That's
sugar
good.
Dew? Yeah.
All right, so this week for...
this month.
Yeah, I know, but I was going to say this week for Frustrating February.
Frustrating February.
We decided to do an epic science fiction film called 2001.
That's right. 30 days of watching 2001, A Space Odyssey.
Odyssey. I gotta say, Dan, this week's not so frustrating.
How are you finding watching it every day of the month, though?
It's difficult.
That's the part that I'm finding very time consuming.
It sucks to have to rent it every 2 days.
Yeah. I've been having a hard time with it. I feel like I should have bought the physical copy, you know? Right. So a little bit about, if you're not familiar with 2001, A Space Odyssey, let me lay it on you. Shit, I looked up that stupid fucking wine. Give me 1 sec.
Lay it on him, Dan.
2001, A Space Odyssey. All right. Is a G-rated. That seems crazy to me, but...
Well, it was 1968.
It's more psychological horror than anything. Swish. You went way up. 1968 sci-fi adventure film, 2 hour, 29-minute runtime. It was on HBO until I went to watch it.
The day after.
Literally took it off HBO the day that
insane.
I was watching it.
That sucks, man.
Yeah. It's got an 8.3 out of 10 on IMDb, 92% on Rotten Tomatoes.
84 on Metascore.
84 on Metascore. I like that. Directed by Stanley Kubrick. Just kidding. Stanley Kubrick. Box office $146 million US. God damn, that's a lot of money in the 60s. It was made on a budget of $10 million, $10.5 million.
$10 million, and it made how much?
$146 million.
Damn.
That's a big turnaround in the cinema for the 60s.
Yeah, this $12 million estimated budget. 66 million? Is that what you said for total? Or wait, what'd you say?
164 million. I'm on a different screen now, but I think that's what it
weird.
was.
This says IMDb has something different. Either way,
What's it got?
gross worldwide is 66 million.
Oh.
I don't
Maybe
know.
it means to present day. I would still selling copies. I probably am going to go out and pick up a hard
Dude,
copy.
I'm gonna buy this.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
think I'm going to get a cool looking collector's one.
Yeah, exactly.
It's weird, but it's pretty rad.
If you can get like a steel book of this, that'd be cool. I don't know if they're probably sold out by now, but anyways.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant the Space Odyssey. Like they probably sold out because it came out in '68.
You thought I was making a joke? No, I meant the steel book.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, it's nice.
All right. So yeah, this is a classic. We again, for if you're not familiar with what we're doing for Frustrating February, we are picking films that changed cinema.
Yeah.
Whether inspiration, just the way things were done, I would say this is. Would you agree that this is a science fiction film that everyone kind of is inspired by?
I would
in
say
that genre.
Yeah, I would say of like, man, because it is such an Odyssey.
Yeah.
It's a very specific type of story to do an Odyssey, and that's for sure what this is. I wouldn't say that this is for everyone, not by a long shot.
No.
However, I will say if you are into anything that has a bit of mystique to it and takes place in outer space, Dollars to Donuts, this was the inspiration for it, or largely part.
Largely,
plays a large part in inspiration for
So,
that.
real quick before we get into it, we forgot to mention that this is a short story by Arthur C. Clarke.
Right.
That's what the movie is inspired from.
Yeah.
Inspired by.
So they made a long movie about the short story.
Yeah.
Makes
It's
sense.
called The Sentinel. Is the short story,
Eh.
and it says and other short stories by Clarke. So, yeah.
Okay.
Just wanted to throw that out there because
I'll poke fun constantly about how long some of the things are in it, but it doesn't feel stretched out. Like it's deliberate. They're deliberate choices. Some
Yeah,
of them
for
I
sure.
just don't like, or I personally would have been like, okay, come on, let's, you know what I mean? But I'm fucking loving everything about how weird and twisted this is.
So if
But
someone's
that's Kubrick for you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Kubrick used to make all kinds of weird shit.
so if someone is not familiar with this film, what would you say it is about? Just
Oh.
briefly.
You fucking got me.
Gotcha.
It's the tale of a black rectangle who has traversed time and space and has a passing fascination with the human race.
Okay.
That's what I would say it's about.
Yeah, it's a
But that you wouldn't know that until like the very end of the movie.
yeah, a mysterious monolith is what it is.
Yeah, they refer to it as a monolith. I like big black rectangle.
Is that what you like?
okay,
No,
yeah.
but okay. I would say that. Yeah, I mean, essentially that is what. There's more to it, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
And I think if you want to go ahead and get into it,
Yeah, you know what? Full spoilers for a movie from
1968.
1968. Oh, shit. You know what? I didn't even butcher everybody's names that are in it.
Oh shit!
The stars, Keir Duello, Gary Lockwood, William Sylvester, Daniel Richter, Douglas Rain, Margaret Tysick, Leonard Rostier, Robert Beatty, Bill Weston, Anna Gills, Edwina Carroll, and Sean Sullivan, to name a few.
Real quick, I should know this, but is it Kubrick or Kubrick?
That's a good
I
question.
know that's a subtle difference.
How to pronounce.
I think it's Kubrick. Maybe it's.
You would think that would be the first one that comes up when you type in, how do you pronounce Stanley? The first one's Tucci.
Nice.
Fucking Taste of Italy. Let's see here.
Stanley Kubrick.
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 Yeah, like a bird, coos. You got it. Now
All right.
now you're talking my language.
You're talking my language now.
I don't know how long I can stay gassed up about this, like to end or whatever, because there's really just 3 sections.
Not
4.
4,
I guess
technically.
Yeah. I think if you look it up, it says it's like way more acts than that, but it feels like 4.
It's way more what?
Way more acts, like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3.
No,
Act
I think
4,
it's
Act 5.
4.
Is it?
I
thought I read
believe
somewhere
so.
it was like 7 acts or some shit. Maybe it was something else. I don't read much, but when I do, it's just stupid shit on Google about movies.
Yeah. So, we start with The Dawn of Man.
We start with just a horrible noise and a black screen for 3 minutes. Because in the beginning, there was nothing.
Yeah.
I think is the idea that he's getting at there. And
I
thought the video was fucked up. I backed out of it. I was getting mad. Dude.
Same. I was like, okay, why is this not? I thought my TV was fucked up.
Yeah.
I was getting pissed off.
You got a new TV though, don't you?
I do. Yeah. I did get a new TV. Yeah. Weird choice of. I don't know.
It's crazy. Like tons of people just got up and walked out.
Really?
At the screening of this, yeah. Fucking.
I think I did read that.
It's a famous person who walked out of Kubrick's showing of 2001: A Space Odyssey. 241 people walked out of the theater during the premiere, including Rock Hudson, who said, "Will someone tell me what the hell this is about?" Sir Arthur C. Clarke once said, "If you understand 2001 completely, we failed."
And I like that about this.
Yeah, I do too.
Again, we've always said you don't have to explain everything. And this goes to show this is one of the staples of science fiction.
Yeah, I am biased already, though, like as a big Kubrick fan. I fucking love The Shining. I love A Clockwork Orange. Just because they're fucking weird as shit. Yeah, there's nothing else like them.
Yeah.
Still.
All right, so let's get into it.
Yeah.
As I said, we start with The Dawn of Man after, a black screen.
After 3 minutes of a black screen.
You got some beautiful scenery, which those are just photographs, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it still looks good.
It looks great.
Looks really good. I mean, the movie has been restored, right?
I think so, yeah.
So it does look good. And we got some monkeys.
Apes.
Sorry, apes.
Great apes, actually. You know what? Fucking kudos to the dudes wearing these ape suits.
Right?
Man.
Are those little kids?
Sometimes I'm like, there's at least one clip where it's just 2 chimpanzees.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It's not a dude in a suit. It's just footage of chimpanzees.
Right.
Which is weird because it's so committed to all these dudes in the chimpanzee suits.
Well,
I've settled into it now.
Well, I think they all are, right?
No.
I mean, there are the babies.
Oh, yeah. Maybe the babies are just chimpanzees.
The babies are chimpanzees for sure.
That's what's up.
Everyone else, I believe, is...
I don't know how
is in a suit.
Dude, something about the mouth, the way it works, like mechanically, looked fucking great. For 1968, it fucking looks incredible.
Looks perfect. Yeah. And then what were those hogs? Were those like warthogs? Well, they wouldn't be warthogs, I guess.
They're like a tapir. I don't know if it is a tapir, but it's similar to a tapir.
I think so. But yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's got to be a tapir. Yeah,
tapir. Okay.
This fucking dude.
Yep, that's it.
Yep, that's the guy.
That's it.
Just some tapirs and some chimpanzees.
Yeah,
and a fucking leopard.
It's prehistoric, baby.
Yeah,
it's prehistoric AF.
I gotta tell you what, 100% for me captured how terrifying large cats are.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
What was that?
I think it was a leopard.
Leopard. Okay.
Yeah, maybe, or cheetah? I don't know. You want me to look it up?
We don't have to. We don't have to. I feel like we're looking too much stuff up.
Yeah, I feel like you're right. Some kind of big-ass cat. Big-ass cat with spots, whichever one you like.
So we got a couple tribes of chimpanzees.
Yeah.
And essentially, one is stronger than the other, and they keep forcing them out. One morning, they wake up, and the monolith, this giant black monolith, has appeared. Like you said, it's just a
big black
rectangle.
Yeah.
And we get there's a really cool shot from the bottom of the monolith, and I think they do this a few times, right?
Oh yeah. They get some cool angles on it.
Yeah,
it's
for
neat
sure.
looking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
I wonder what it's made out of.
I don't know.
The prop, you know what I mean? Because it's like got a smoky look to it, but also very clean.
It's like a matte finish, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get a couple cool shots from the bottom of the monolith looking up. And is that the sun that's peeking over?
It's like the POV when you're sucking its dick. Is what it is. Imagine looking up and seeing this. It's just a fucking monolith. It's funny. Yeah, they do a lot of really interesting shots with it. Like, it's framed up cool, but it's got the fucking sun and the planets and shit behind it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go back and rewatch because I feel like there's a thing at the end where like the planets and the moons are fucking aligned.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I feel like that's probably the case there if you looked harder at that same bit.
I think so. Yeah. I think I read something about that. I might have included it in my notes here, but
totally missed it in my watch if that is the case.
I like the music here too. Very haunting.
Yeah.
Just I don't know. I think I like the music for the most part in the whole movie.
Yeah. Just real stringsy.
Yeah, and then just the strange voices.
Yeah. And
I like that stuff.
And thus the Halo load screen was born.
Right. And then eventually, after the monkeys, sorry, I keep saying monkeys. Apes.
You damn dirty apes.
You damn dirty apes.
Blew it up. God, we should have fucking done Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes.
But Planet of the Apes is awesome. I don't think I could do that as a bad movie. I genuinely think Planet of the Apes
No,
is great.
that would be like, that's another one that's like kind of revolutionary, right?
That could be frustrating
so.
February worthy. Somebody out there hates, if I make Alicia do it, it will be frustrating.
There
February.
you go.
That tracks.
So the apes, after touching this monolith, I feel like that does something, right?
I feel like it does, yeah.
Because the next day, one of the apes picks up a bone and figures out how to use it as a weapon.
Yeah, a tool.
A tool.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And thus,
the tool is invented. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the ape uses it to kill one of the hogs.
It fucking blows my mind that it's been that long since the first time somebody hit something with a stick.
Yeah.
Like, that just seems like second nature. But
Yeah.
that's how we're,
right.
You know,
exactly. When I watched it,
biologically what we do.
Yeah, exactly. When I watched it, I was like, oh, wow. It just, I don't know. It's cool, man. They spend quite a bit of time on this. And this feels like a lengthy movie, especially for the time, 1968.
Yeah.
I read that a lot of people didn't understand it.
There are tons of homages to this in cinema. Have you seen Barbie?
Not yet.
Oh, they do it great.
They do
this.
Yeah.
They do this. It's like in the beginning, girls only played with baby dolls. And then
That's
one
cool.
day, then Barbie is the monolith. You know what I mean?
That's cool. So we get an image of the bone that the ape uses, and it's thrown into the air.
Yeah.
And then it transitions into what I thought was just a spacecraft, but I think it's a nuclear weapon.
Yeah.
But they don't tell you that.
That could be the case. That some information at the end of the movie would lead you to believe it was something of that nature.
Here's what I have here. Although it's commonly believed that the famous jump cut is from the bone being tossed in the air to a ship floating in space, it is in fact not a spacecraft. It's a nuclear device circling the Earth. So the bone being used as the first murder weapon is thrown to the ultimate weapon, right?
Yeah. But it's still the bone.
Right.
Yeah. That's that orbit where that thing is. You know what that's called?
Mm-mm.
It's the bone zone.
Got him.
Whoa! Best joke of the night, folks.
Best joke of the night.
Probably the best one I got.
So they don't go into that much. I think it's more of a point in the short story. But I read that Kubrick didn't want to focus too much on that.
Yeah.
So
where am I going to get the time for all my 4-minute long cuts of a spaceship just going, just creeping across,
just creeping,
just 4 minutes of it? You know what? I'm here for it because I really like to take in the detail of the thing.
Yeah,
and boy, those props look amazing. Like somebody spent so much time on those. They turned out great.
props on the which props?
Like all the space props.
The space, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I was just getting ready. That's my next thing. The spaceships look pretty cool, man.
Look real fucking cool.
The inside, I mean, just all of it looks good.
They got those like some of that camera shit. I wonder how they do it. The pen that's floating in that cab, and she's got the grip shoes on.
I read that
you can
the pen.
tell she's fucking walking weird.
Yeah,
but she just reaches out and grabs the pen, and I'm like, maybe it's suspended by a string or something. I can't see it.
I read that the pen was attached to a piece of glass, and then I don't know if that is then attached to like a string. Yeah, I'm not sure. I should have saved it.
That was fucking cool, man. Yeah, cool effect.
Yeah,
look like really convincing. Looked fucking great.
Right. Yeah, the grip shoes though, those were super cool.
Yeah, just a Velcro shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to stay down.
Hey, you got
to walk.
Baby. That's fucking how Velcro was invented. NASA invented that shit.
NASA, right. So, we've got Dr. Haywood Jablomi. Sorry, I had to do it. Dumb.
Dr. Jablomi. Haywood Jablomi.
Dr. Haywood Floyd, who is the chairman of the U.S. National Council of Astronautics. Sorry.
I haven't thought of fucking Haywood Jablomi in an unknown amount of years.
You're welcome.
Funny. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we got Dr. Floyd. He's traveling to, is it Clavius? I forgot how they said it.
Yeah, I think it's Clavius, the base on the moon.
Traveling to Clavius base, which is a lunar outpost. I mean, he's making a stopover at Space Station 5.
Yeah, he's going to have a little lunch.
Yeah, and at this station, he meets some Russian scientists who are concerned about Clavius, right?
Right.
The phones are out of order, and a Russian craft was denied access to Clavius.
If you're not getting that Clavius access, something's up.
Something's up. And the scientist is concerned that there's a rumor that there's an epidemic at this base, Clavius. But Haywood's he's not at liberty to discuss it.
That's right.
You cheeky bastard.
You'll have to speak with Jablomi.
The acting in this is really good, by the way.
Yeah.
Here's the thing I have an issue with in older movies is the acting. It feels...
They weren't... Well, it's coming from the era, like in the more silent film era. In the silent film era, all your actions and expressions had to be big because you didn't have audio.
Exactly.
And then as audio became an option, it was less about the craft of acting and doing what they were doing previously, but now with sound.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where you get some classically trained actors. I'm not saying any names. Al Pacino. Like acting to them is being the same way all the time, but sometimes screaming.
Yeah.
Like just yelling. That could be a character. It's not every character. It's literally every character. And that's about it. And I feel like over time, actors have just been like, okay, actually, you know what? I wonder what performance really inspired people to be like, I'm going to really dig into my character emotionally.
That's my problem with films from like the 30s, 40s, 50s. They just have this like, it's almost like after every sentence I expect them to say, see? You know what I mean? Like, well, I'm going to go over to the room over here, see? And it just, I can't get into it. It takes me out of the moment.
I understand. There's a couple that I wouldn't mind to watch just because of their like reverence or whatever, but I've not seen them. I'm not like, I want to watch a cool black and white movie.
Well, like Citizen Kane.
If it's a cool one, I've seen Citizen Kane. Been a hot minute.
That's one that's
Schindler's List.
Yeah,
it's not that old, but it is black and white.
Schindler's List. Oh yeah, I guess it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not that. It was like 90s maybe.
Yeah. So, just basically, I brought that up because I like the performances in this. It is I don't know that this might be the first film I've seen from the 60s.
Yeah?
For real.
Like ever?
Maybe.
Damn.
I just don't watch a ton of older films.
We're taking you way back, baby.
We're going way back.
I'm glad you like this so much.
I love this. I did.
That fucking thrills me, man.
Yeah.
I fucking liked it a lot too. Like, okay, so back to the spaceship shit.
Yeah.
He's on his little layover or whatever. He's getting a tan. He's taking a message from his parents. He's like, son, we're proud of you, and just have yourself a good Christian day, and we'll see you on Wednesday. I took care of the bank for you. I told them we'd pay those pesky bills while you're away. And the parents are cracking me up.
Yeah, they were pretty funny.
Because the wife just doesn't say, she
says a couple things.
Yeah, like, yes, dear.
Yeah. Yeah, we get some cool scenes of how the crew deals with the lack of gravity.
Is the short story entitled?
It's called The Sentinel.
It's got a different name.
Yeah.
2001's pretty ambitious.
Yeah.
That'd be like me remaking this movie and calling it 2027, A Space Odyssey. I don't know. Seems like probably should have shot a little further, but...
How many years is that?
I mean, from 68, it's a hot minute.
32 years?
Is it?
Or 33? Whatever. Oh.
It squeaked on the...
Yeah, 33 years. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not... Yeah, I didn't even try. I was sitting over here not even trying.
I noticed that about a lot of sci-fi, because I read quite a bit of sci-fi too, and some of it's like, in the year 1992.
Right.
And the book came out in like the 60s or 70s. I'm like,
just, you know what? I think it's easier to look at things like that now through the lens of like all the multiverse shit that's out now. You just go, okay, it's a different reality.
Yeah.
And boom, immediately all of it is excused.
Right. Yeah. So I like the scenes of the spacecraft landing and being loaded into Clavius. That looked really cool.
Hell
looked
yeah.
good.
And they got you that fucking, it's got that, I wonder if that's where that Rick and Morty joke comes from, that slow ramp joke. He's like, they love that slow ramp. It gets their dicks hard. But the whole thing, like, it's the shuttle, the lander, which does, like you said, it looks fucking great. But for it to exit the ship and then land and be loaded into the bay, how much screen time do you think that is?
Couple minutes.
It's a few minutes.
Which doesn't sound like much. But
no, but sitting there watching it, you're like, I fucking get it.
Yeah.
But it's so deliberate because realistically, if you were to do something like that, I would imagine the landing procedure probably takes fucking 45 minutes.
Forever. Exactly, yeah.
So,
but I like that about this movie.
Cool.
It gives everything the time that it needs.
Yeah,
for sure.
Predicted the iPad, this movie.
Dude, I wrote that down when it's floating in space.
If he was playing fucking balloon pop on it or whatever.
When the monolith is floating in space, I was like, the iPhone.
I was talking about the literal iPads they have when they're like watching the news or whatever at the cafeteria.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he gets on the other ship where he's going on his mission or whatever.
Yeah.
I missed part of the briefing. What did they tell him he was getting into?
So yeah, they're in a meeting room and the epidemic is a cover story for a discovery that Clavius has made, which is the monolith.
Yeah.
They uncovered the monolith on the moon.
And they referred to it as intelligent life.
Yeah. And the mission is to investigate the artifact deliberately buried 4 million years earlier near the lunar crater Tycho.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great band, by the way.
And they have it there, right?
What?
The monolith, because while he's on the moon, he like checks it out.
It's there, yeah. They go to the site, which again, man, that site looked good, dude. They've uncovered it.
This is why people say Kubrick filmed the moon landing and it's fake.
Oh, okay.
It's because this looks so fucking good.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen.
No.
Like, we did go to the moon. And have been back from the moon.
Exactly.
There are artifacts. They have a fucking moon rocks in a museum in Bonne Terre.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
The Space Museum in Bonne Terre?
Oh, dude, it's pretty fucking lit, weirdly.
Yeah, right. You wouldn't think.
Like, weirdly. we got kind of a neat grocery store, and we have fucking moon rocks and like a lunar lander and shit. It's fucking, like, I don't understand why it's here.
Yeah.
I love it, though.
Well, and then the Bonne Terre Mines. I mean,
yeah, the Bonne Terre Mines.
People travel from across from all over the world to just
like go spelunking in the mines under our town.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, dude, because if anybody ever like hits a gas pump, this whole town's just fucking boom. It's gone, dude. Yep. Toast. You heard of sinkholes, right?
Oh, shit. So I do have here, it says humanity's first and second encounters with the monolith have visual elements in common. Both the apes and later the astronauts touch it gingerly with their hands. Ooh, gingerly.
Yeah.
And both sequences conclude with near identical images of the sun appearing directly over it. So yeah, they use that a couple times.
That's the monolith being like, you should pick up that bone.
Yeah.
Pick up that bone,
See
LOL.
what happens.
Yeah. It's just trolling us the whole time. Okay, so he gets on the mission. They're going to fucking Jupiter or whatever. Do they get woken up out of cryosleep early?
No.
Or...
So real quick, I want to say when they're at the site where they dig up this monolith, the crew goes in for a picture, and all of a sudden, an insanely high-powered radio signal is heard.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
that's where they figure, and that's coming from Jupiter. So that's why they're going to Jupiter.
Was just pinging his homeboy.
Yeah, he was pinging that boy.
Yeah. Come check out these humans, LOL. It's just fucking a bored
alien,
a bored teenager or whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, we got the Jupiter mission 18 months later.
Hell yeah.
Discovery 1 is bound for Jupiter with mission pilots and scientist Dr. Dave Bowman.
Dave Bowman.
And Dr. Frank Poole.
Frank Poole.
And there are also 3 other scientists on board in suspended animation.
Not for long.
Easy.
And don't forget Hal.
You got to have Hal 9000 on board.
Buddy, Hal.
So this has to be the inspiration for
the guy from Moon.
Moon, right?
What was his name? Gertie.
Gertie? Was it Gertie?
Yeah, I think it's Gertie. Yeah, it's got to be it's the fucking inspiration
For
for every spaceship
exactly,
AI
yeah, for sure.
that pretends to like sound like a robot but have humanity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I want to say, and maybe I'm misremembering, but I thought I read that the voice for Hal was a NASA employee. Could be wrong on that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything about that. He's fucking great though. So he's just a supercomputer. He runs the show.
Yeah, he runs the ship, baby.
Yeah. And he's nice and funny. And kind of insightful. You'd like to talk to Hal 9000 because he's like, "Hey, can I see your drawings?" The guy's like, "Can you hold them closer?"
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, you've improved. Oh, you're getting better. Is that Dr. So-and-so?"
Yeah.
Like, it's a friendly robot. It's like interested in you, which is terrifying and exciting.
A little bit. A
Yeah.
little terrifying. Man, again, I just love this setup of the ship and how it's like this circular.
The visuals in it are fucking insane.
Yeah, and he's going for a run in the ship. So he's just going in this big circle.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how did they do that?
They turned the set.
Oh, okay.
So he's actually just running in place, but the set is rotating.
Nice.
Yeah. Not fucking cheap to make that kind of shit. Because his hair stays down, too.
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, they did spend some money on this.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
$10 million in 1968. Bro, that's a fucking ton of money.
Yeah. Stupid. So I like where they're just watching themselves do an interview.
Yeah.
About the mission.
Yeah, they're like kind of taking notes and shit too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're like studying themselves on this interview.
Yeah. I don't know.
I guess I would if I got interviewed commonly. I probably
about something this important.
I'd go back. Yeah. I'd go review the tape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not for this. I don't.
Is this where he watches a message from his parents? Were we getting into that too early?
He's getting some vitamin D, getting that tan on.
It's his birthday, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And he plays chess with Hal. Yeah, we have.
You might have missed it, Dave.
We have some good moments of them just living their lives on this spacecraft.
Yeah, this is what it's like living in space.
Dave does some sketches of the other scientists that are in their pods sleeping.
I like the way that they simulate gravity utilizing centrifugal force. Like the thing spins. So what happens when you spin a quarter? Well, all the weight goes to the outside. That's why it spins. That's why it'll keep spinning, because that's that centrifugal force until enough gravity enacts on it to stop it from spinning. Well, there's no gravity because there's no friction in space. So if you spun the thing, it would stay spinning. And if you could calculate how fast to spin it to simulate the gravity of our planet, like that amount of outward force, you have gravity. And that's fucking crazy to me.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Like, who comes up with that? Who's like, you know what, I bet it'd work?
Yeah, right.
Wee!
Fucking scientists, baby.
Right? Fucking nerds.
Love science.
Mm-hmm.
There's a point where the computer Hal asks Dave if he's been having second thoughts about the mission.
Yeah. He's referring to that, it's just pussy. It's just cum pussy. There's not another joke. I don't know.
He's so stupid.
I don't know where I'm going. I'm reaching too hard. Continue, please.
Continue. I'm reaching too hard. Hal is confused. The computer is confused about some aspects of the mission, is what it says.
Which is odd in of itself for a computer to be confused, because it would just be like, it wouldn't ask for clarification. It would just be like, does not compute.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Error.
Mm-hmm.
You figure it out.
And then suddenly Hal reports the imminent failure of an antenna control device in approximately 72 hours.
Sounds like bullshit, Hal. You smell that?
You smell that?
It smells like bullshit. Yeah.
So they gotta look at it, right?
Gots to. Yep. Because Hal wouldn't lie to you.
No.
Or would he? The computer gets a fucking notion to lie to a person. That's fucking scary AI thought. You know what I mean?
Wonder where we've heard that.
Every movie, every science fiction movie since this one, at least.
Right.
There might be one that did it first, but I don't know.
That's what I was going to ask is, like, what really kicked off science fiction as far as movies? I mean,
I don't know.
Probably well before this, I assume. But this has to be one of the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It's one of the...
Well, we did cover Nosferatu, and I don't know if this is the case, but I always kind of have thought of that as, like, that's the first monster movie.
Yeah.
But I don't know about, like, technology. What if it killed us?
Right.
Huh. Interesting thought.
Mm-hmm. For sure. So they get the okay from Mission Control to fix the antenna. Dave goes out in the pod again.
Dave, get out there in the pod. Go ahead and fix the antenna. That's Mission Control. Hey, Dave. Oh, never mind.
I got nothing. The pod looks good, though.
Oh, pod looks awesome.
How? Rotate.
Satellite dish looks awesome. Space looks awesome. Like, that's the part I really want to drive home is, you remember when we watched Wing Commander?
Yeah.
This looks better than Wing Commander.
Right. Insane.
Yeah. And also, Freddie Prinze Jr. wasn't in this. So that's
a plus.
Another plus, yeah.
PJ. How do you feel about heathing? How do you feel about hearing his breathing? Do you like that?
It makes it more tense for me.
It does.
Yeah.
And
it builds suspense. It's like when I don't hear the breathing and there's a movie where somebody like swims underwater, I hold my breath. I don't mean to. It's just a reflex. You know what I mean?
The sound that went along with that though was weird. It sounded like an old sink running water.
Yeah. My kid came out of her room and she was like, "What's that noise?" And I was like, "It's this movie." And she's like, "Why?" I was like,
"It's tense. It just makes it so tense, though."
Yeah, it sure does. Like, hey, can you shut that off? Yeah. Can you shut it off, please? Can you shut it off now? You know what? I'll shut it off. You're busy.
You're busy. Dave exits the pod, which I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough about this, but shouldn't he be tethered to the pod? Or
yes. Yeah,
that was one thing I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, the strongest magnet shoes in the world, I would still be tethered 100%.
Yeah, that kind of That took me out of the moment a little bit.
God, I tell you what, though, you can move at a frightening fucking speed through the vacuum of space.
Yeah.
So even when he's out there, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, you're going hundreds of thousands of miles per hour. Like,
just
you're
when
going
he exits
so fast.
When he exits the pod, you mean? Or
yeah, the whole structure is moving that fast, but it doesn't feel fast.
Doesn't feel fast
because there's no wind, there's no atmosphere. It's just the vacuum of space, but you're traveling it. So if you were to become untethered, fat
You're
chance.
done.
Never. It would take years to turn around and get you.
Yeah. Yeah, he should be tethered to the pod for sure. But he retrieves the corrupt unit, tests it, and I'll be damned, Hal.
I'll be damned, Hal.
I'll be damned if I can't find a thing wrong with it.
Yeah, seems like it's
Not
doing
really,
perfect
that's-
working. Must have been a miscalculation, Dave.
Yeah, Hal recommends that they put the unit back and to let it naturally fail to figure out the issue. How do you feel about that?
Well,
I mean, that makes sense, I guess.
That's a common like error reproduction technique. It's just like, well, I don't know. Let's see it fuck up.
But the thing
Maybe I'll tell you what's wrong with it if I watch it fuck up.
the thing that struck me is Hal says they can afford to be out of communication for the short time it will take to replace it. And that's the first thing I was like, wait a minute.
This pewter,
This Hal,
pewter, he's up to something.
not sure about this Hal guy.
Not sure about this Hal fella. Sorry.
Go ahead.
You've misgendered it. The Hal is she, her.
Oh.
It's short for Halle Berry. Just kidding. How wild would that be, though? You know what I mean?
I didn't know she was in this.
Yeah. And Catwoman. She's in that, too. Where they got the idea for Catwoman, actually, was from this. Because they were like, you know what this movie's missing? A cat. Woman. I don't know where I'm going with these jokes.
I don't either.
It's not a funny movie, so I'm trying to lighten the mood.
You gotta lighten the mood a little bit.
But God, it's fucking intense as shit. Like, it really is. Got my heart pumping. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So as far as the antenna goes, Mission Control says that Hal is in error reporting the failure.
Yeah.
So, but Hal claims that.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
I'm just drinking. I'm just drinking.
Okay. I thought you were going to keep going. I was just waiting.
I was thinking about it,
but Hal says that the 9000 series has never made any errors.
Yeah.
And he blames it on, what does he say? Oh, he just blames on human error, I believe, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And they're like, hey, Hal, are you sure there's never been any instance of a...
You sure about that, bud?
In another 9000? Yeah, it's the equivalent of, you sure about that?
You sure, bud?
You sure about that?
So Dave gets the idea to... Well, really, he wants to talk to Frank alone.
Yep.
He's like, hey, Frank, I'm having some trouble with my transmitter pod and C-pod.
Yeah. We come take a look at it with me?
Yeah.
Frank.
Wink.
A wink from Frank
Not
and
really,
Robot.
but-
Wink. It's not
They
him.
play it off well, but it doesn't work.
No, because Hal can see him because he's got cameras, so he's watching them.
He's
Move their lips.
Yep. He's reading their lips. He knows what they're saying. They are doubting Hal, of course, as they should at this point.
Yeah, it's acting sus.
It's sus AF.
Sus AF, fam. That ain't the vibe.
That's not the vibe in this spacecraft.
No, hell no.
You know what was funny to me?
Better fucking come correct.
Better. What was funny to me, and I know it shouldn't be, it was just the intermission. I was like, huh. Oh, yeah.
Right.
That used to be a thing.
Yep.
When a movie was 2.5 hours long.
Jesus fucking Christ. I kind of wish they'd bring it back.
Dude, give us 5 minutes.
I just want to stretch my legs and take a piss and get a beer.
Give me 5 minutes
Oh.
to take a piss, wash my wiener hands.
Yeah.
And
And your
then-
wiener.
And my in the sink.
Yep. And my balls in the toilet. And the wall.
Oh, fuck. You're
Just
silly,
piss
man.
on
Yeah.
everything.
So, where are we at this point? We come back from the intermission.
Back from the intermission, they're like, I don't know about fucking Hal or
They were-
whatever. And Hal
yeah.
tricks him into fucking sending that one old boy out the airlock.
Oh, fuck.
Scoom.
Yeah, so Frank goes out this time, right? He's returning the unit.
Yeah.
And, yeah, Hal takes control of his pod.
I like the way their space helmets have like two little things on top. I don't know what they are, but when he's spinning through space, I'm like, it looks like Kermit the Frog. Because he's wearing a green suit or a yellow suit. I don't remember what color it is. One of them's red.
You know what was...
Dave's is red.
Yeah, Dave's is red. You know what was funny to me is the look of the suits was kind of silly. It looked like the pipe you use for like the dryer.
It might have been.
Right.
Yeah.
So
also, that was the style though, man. Like think about Thriller.
For sure.
Thriller from Michael Jackson. They got those weird fucking like puffy tubey arms. I don't know.
Yeah.
I tell you what though, those spacesuits in comparison to what NASA astronauts wear today, I'd take 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah?
I mean, for comfort, not for speed.
Just for comfort?
Yeah, just for comfort. Those NASA spacesuits look like a fucking nightmare to operate. Like none of it's touching you. So you like, how do you put your arms all the way in the fingers for the glove that are attached to the sleeve? I don't know. It just seems like a fucking nightmare to me. It would be really cool, but I will never wear that spacesuit. Make the gloves smaller. I got
you hear that, mitts. NASA? Danny is never going to wear your fucking spacesuit.
That's right. Fucking step your game up.
They're sending you one as we speak.
You ain't got that drip, dog. You ain't got that gas. It's just weak.
So, yeah, Hal basically saboteuges Frank.
He does sabotage him.
Sends him fucking tumbling away from the ship with a severed airline. Oof.
Which
he did.
For real. By the time you're like 2 feet away from it, you're gone forever.
He's not going to.
You might as well just take your helmet off. You're
but
done.
Dave does try to. He takes a pod and he gets him. He goes after him. He gets him.
Gets his corpse.
Yeah. And while Dave is out, fucking Hal, dude, he's up to some Hal shit. He turns off the life support functions for the crewmen.
Yep.
That are in suspended animation.
Yep. So he killed him. Killed him in suspended animation like Walt Disney.
Yeah, right.
Under Disneyland.
I did kind of want to see when they panned to the crew in those pods or whatever.
Yeah.
I did kind of want to see something happen.
I wanted to see a fucking throwback to Mission Control. Like just 1 or 2 quick clips to be like, hey, General, I'm having a problem over here. I'm trying to get Dave. Communications are down. Like I don't have any contact with the ship. Just like anything, even kind of half-ass off mic would have been fucking dope.
That's weird. I didn't really even think about that. Yeah. I was so immersed in like I was just
it's fucking well because it gets crazy. It turns into a psychological thrill. Like it is a psychological thriller from the get-go. Like even at the dawn of man.
Yeah. Is this the first time that's been like boom, 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 boom?
Those big timpanis.
I heard that day on something else because you
real?
hear it all the time.
Oh,
right?
I wonder if that was the first time.
That's what I was going to say.
Film because certainly could have been. They were like, well, it worked for Kubrick,
right?
And he's fucking weird.
So, yeah, Hal's fucking shit up. When Dave is ready to return to the ship, Hal will not let him in.
Mm-hmm.
Or like kind of ignores him for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Hal, I'm done arguing. You're going to go ahead and open these doors and let me in right now. I can't do that, Dave. I like, dude, the voice of Hal's fucking great, man. I wish I could.
So
maybe we'll get him on the show.
I think we could try.
How many thumbs? I don't have any thumbs, Daniel.
Damn it. Damn it, Hal, but if you did, what would you give it?
Just imagine. See here? There'll be one more in the second half of the podcast you could look forward to.
Oh, fuck.
Because comedy comes in threes. The fucking... Okay, so Hal, for me, as far as like just a computer AI on a ship, which is a thing I've seen 1,000 times, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I don't want to rate the movie yet, but I'm just saying.
No, for sure.
So how do you feel about the camera close-ups that are just of the eye of the camera?
Looks good.
Loving it?
Love it.
Are you familiar with a thing referred to as the Kubrick stare?
No.
Give it a quick Google, if you would. But it'll show multiple films of his he does this shot called the Kubrick stare, and this is the version of it in 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Okay. Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
How prevalent is that still today in cinema?
Man, his fucking...
I don't want to say it's in everything, but I mean, like, it's in Full Metal Jacket. It's in Full
getting ready
Metal
to say-
Jacket.
I was
It's
just
in
getting ready to
Clockwork
mention
Orange.
Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, like, it's in The Shining. It's in fucking 2001. Like, it's crazy, man, how prevalent it is. He's just like, this is the fucking old mad boy.
Yeah, man, it I don't know. They do it quite a bit, but the way they pan to it, it's so good. You're like I don't know. It's almost
always watching.
Yeah,
it's like a predatory gaze.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Sure. But it's just a computer.
Yeah, just a pewter.
Eventually, Dave gets Frank, but he has to release him.
He does
to get back in the pod. And I want to ask you how you felt about the way that Dave got back in the spacecraft.
That there would be a manual entry point. Yeah, if your engineers are worth half a shit, they'd be like, okay, literally, what if everything else fails?
Right.
There needs to be a failsafe.
But exactly. But the way that he did it, is that possible?
To lock in and then fucking jettison himself into the fucking
shit. What he did. He jettisoned.
Yeah. The pressure change would be like, that might be something where you could like, strap yourself into a seatbelt first and then it open. And then once the pressure has fucking stabilized, which would be, I don't know, a couple seconds, you could take your seatbelt off or what, and he wouldn't have got thrown through the fucking thing like that. But yeah, no, absolutely. Well, man, now that I think about it, if that other cabin is already depressurized, no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't make a difference because there's no pressure between the two to get trapped in the gap. So the other thing, well, no, yeah, it wouldn't have gone down like that. It would have been fucking, he would have just waltzed right out. He wouldn't have got fucking thrown. You know what I'm saying?
So what I have is it says he positions his pod so that when he jettisons to the pod
I'm
door,
gonna get that, actually.
He is propelled by the escaping air across the vacuum into Discovery's airlock.
Escaping air where? Oh, in his pod, because his pod originally his pod is pressurized.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it just didn't track because like he's wearing the helmet, like he's already suited up. But you would be because you're not stupid like I am.
Exactly.
No. Okay. So my initial response is correct. The that is pretty fairly accurate. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say I think it is because Kubrick worked with everyone to make this right. You know what I mean? To make this.
God, it is something, man.
Yeah.
It is something.
So, obviously, what anyone would do in this situation, Dave accesses the brains of, or the
Dave,
core.
Stop.
Yeah. He accesses the core of Hal. And yeah, Hal talking him down.
Dave, I'm scared.
Please, Dave.
My memory is going, Dave. I can feel it.
I can
feel it. I can feel it.
Do you remember the song that he starts singing?
I can feel it. It is, you've seen a lot of stuff where like a robot dies and it's like, but this is the creepiest one by a landslide.
Yeah.
Like have you seen Mithrigan?
Mithrigan? No, I haven't.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty fun.
So, yeah, Dave is disconnecting his circuits. Hal sings a song.
Oh, yeah, God, what is the song? Which is crazy because I have heard the song before. I was like, oh, yeah, I know this song. But it's like, I hear some other old songs and I just like know them. Like the Little Nash Rambler. It's one I always fucking remember for no reason.
I should have wrote it down. I don't remember what song it was specifically. But after he disconnects Hal, a pre-recorded message from Haywood plays, revealing that the mission objective, basically what we said earlier, it's to investigate the radio signal.
Yeah. Yeah, but they didn't know that.
They didn't know that.
Yeah, it was.
They weren't supposed to know that until the other crew was released from...
woke up from their cryo sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Walt Disney will be.
And we get to the end of the film. Here's where... Okay, this is insane to me.
You say the end of the film, but it's 38 minutes.
Dude, I was going to say, this is insane. It's insane to me how much dialogue is not in this film.
I bet the whole script fits on like 10 pages.
I want to say I read that like 80 minutes of this film, no dialogue.
Right. Yeah.
Because think about the first 30 minutes.
No dialogue in any of that.
Or 20 minutes.
There's no dialogue in most of the shit when they're in space.
Right.
They're just, it's a lot of like fucking, I'm in a little spacecraft. Here's 4 minutes of a spacecraft. Just, that's it.
But I like it.
I like it too. Yeah.
lot.
I'm into it, but it is a strange editorial choice, but that's
especially for that time. Yeah.
That's Stanley Kubrick. If he wants to make a movie, he's like, no. Bear with me.
Yeah.
Because something weird psychological is going to happen to you in like another 48 seconds. And he's not wrong. Because I'm like, all this stuff with that weird like water running noise that you were talking about earlier, it was like, that's part of what was making me so fucking uncomfortable. Like I had a physical reaction, but I was also having a personal reaction to what I was seeing. So I'm already invested in the story. So I'm having two separate physiological reactions to give me this sensation watching this film. It's fucking wild.
Yeah. It's bizarre. It's amazing.
All right, let me talk about the end of the movie. Do you mind if I speed through the last bit?
That's where we're at. We're just at the kind of the end. It's called Jupiter and Beyond the Infinite.
Okay, so here's what happens. I'm going to break it down for you. This is the abridged version of the end of the film. He starts hallucinating and going through hyperspace and seeing fucking nonsense all over the place, and then he's magically transported into a place where maybe he's looking at a room and he's like, this is a weird room, and then he's an old man, kind of like in Interstellar, but only the girl was. And
then he's an older man.
And then he's an older man. And then he's seeing himself as an old man and being like, what the fuck? And then he is the older man. And then he's like, I'm going to eat some more of these beans. And he's eating some beans. And then a big baby. And there's a big baby with the weirdest looking fucking eyes you've ever seen that comes to Earth. And it's as big as the Earth, the baby. And it's a little, wet bag.
It's a bubble boy.
Yeah, it's a little bubble boy. It might be a bubble girl. I don't know.
Maybe it's a bubble girl.
Can't tell the sex. They don't show you if it's got a wiener vagine.
Wiener vagine. Yeah, that's...
I tell you this, it's got that Odyssey.
I love...
Why so fucking stupid?
You're so stupid. I love...
It is that, though. Like, it's fucking crazy how you're like, what the fuck? Like, that's the whole last 20 minutes of the movie is, what the fuck is going on?
It's like 25 minutes.
And then it's over.
Yeah.
And you're just like, bravo. Bravo on confusing the shit out of me. I was right there with you until the very end.
Yeah, it's like you said, he's pulled into this vortex, and that was like, man, my eyes were just glued to the screen, and you're seeing all these different colors and just the sound, because I have this surround sound now.
Oh,
and it's just,
rub it in.
It was like rattling glass in my room, and I was just like,
dope.
Holy fuck, man. This is bizarre and just fun and
weird as shit.
Weird.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's in this neoclassical bedroom, like you said, and
with the floor,
like,
the floor is
lit. The floor is lit, and it's like, what the fuck
That's not the only lighting in that room. I can tell you, Mr. Kubrick.
And then, he becomes older versions of himself over and over.
And then he's a fetus.
He's a fetus. He ends up as a fetus.
The size of Earth.
The size of the Earth. And I was like, what the
That black rectangle, he pings his buddy, and he's like, dude, check this out.
You on TikTok right now?
Right. Hey, like my post, Dick.
Man, I I think the ending has a lot of people divided.
So I have seen bits and pieces of this throughout my lifetime, but I don't think I've ever actually sat down and watched the entire movie until this week.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, as a predisposed Kubrick fan, this is, in my opinion, the weirdest of his movies.
Really?
And I'm fucking into it.
Yeah. I thought
if your thumbs were MREs.
well, I thought I had a little bit on like the interpretation of the ending. I don't. What do you like? I think it's just life. Like,
what do I think it is? I think it's
just an
that,
interpretation of life.
I think it's that time is a fabric like anything else that can be manipulated. The difference is that we are hardwired to observe time in a linear fashion.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as physics is concerned, it doesn't have to be linear.
Right.
So it's putting him through the motions. And I think by the time that he gets back to Earth, maybe he will be the same age and size, but maybe a more evolved version of himself. That's what I like to think anyway, that the cycle repeats itself. Like, I think the only way the monolith would have gone, no, let's just destroy these dudes, LOL, would be is if we had reached our peak potential. And I can tell you this, right now it is 13 years past 2001, so we're not there yet. Of course, we also don't have a big bone zone in the sky. But what if we did?
Bone zone?
Just every now and then you'd get a solar eclipse and it would just look like a giant dick.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun. Yeah.
I don't know. I saw it as a new beginning, I guess, for me.
Yeah. I think much in the same way, one way, but it's like the rest of your existence it's a flash in the pan, baby.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing.
It's nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? I think there's something so beautiful about that all of us exist right now purely by chance. How beautiful is that?
That's beautiful. About as beautiful as that snot rocket.
Yeah?
Yeah?
I swallowed it. I swallowed it.
I swallowed it. So do you want to rate it and then maybe talk about, the influence?
I guess
I have a little bit on the influence.
We've touched on it for sure, but I like if you are not turned off by a slow burn, this is a very slow burn.
It is yes.
I would say this is probably pacing wise one of the slowest movies I've ever seen, and I didn't mind it.
I loved it.
I'm bagging on it a little bit because it's a bit extreme. There's 3 minutes of a black screen and just an awful fucking sound.
I didn't like that.
Yeah,
because I was I was like, what? Because I thought something was wrong. So I didn't understand what was going on.
I also live in the age of the internet where if you don't like something in 2 seconds, swipe. You know what I mean? So I'm a little bit more.
I'm a little more patient, I guess.
I'm super patient with my film and stuff. I just when I'm like, oh, this is taking forever. I recognize that it's because I am conditioned for that 2 to 3 second response time or whatever stuff.
Had I known that that's how it started, though, I would have just sat there. But I was like, what the fuck's going on? Like, I was
with the apes and shit?
No, with the black screen. Like, had I known that was a thing,
it took me 15 minutes to start watching it because I kept turning shit off and being like, something is fucking broken.
Something's wrong here.
Yeah. I'd sit there and be like, well, maybe it's just not started yet. I'd sit there for another 45 seconds.
You can hear music,
and be like,
though.
Nah, something's wrong.
You can hear music.
Yeah, something should be on the screen. You fast forward a bit and you're like, oh, there's the Earth, so maybe there's something wrong with the file. Let me back out of the app and just a fucking moron about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking good movie though. I think. How many MRE thumbs would you if you had 10 fingers? No, you have 8 fingers and 2 thumbs. But if your 8 fingers were thumbs, and those thumbs were like trays of green and orange paste, that you
Oh,
can eat.
MRE. I was like, what the fuck is an MRE?
Yeah, it's the
It's
fucking
the food, astronaut food.
astronaut food,
Yeah.
baby.
Baby.
Hey, you know what? Real quick before we get into that, this is probably a good place to throw in an actual ad. It's Just Two Movies is brought to you by 3 a.m. Sweets, and much like the astronauts of 2001: Space Odyssey, what they're doing is making freeze-dried treats, bitch.
Treats for your eats.
Yeah. This is a first ad, and I already am kind of intoxicated. So I meant to actually write something better than this, but I'm just gonna wing it. I'm feeling good about it. But yeah, just like freeze-dried little sweets. They are legitimately the perfect movie snack, especially for me because I'm a fat fuck and I'm losing some weight this year. But I got a bag of the fucking junior mints, freeze-dried junior mints. Bruh, I just get like 4.
Yeah.
And that's like a 20-minute snack.
Just pop them in.
Yeah, just fucking pop them.
Suck on them a little bit.
Let them bitches melt, suck on them real good.
There you go.
Until they're soft. Yeah, no, I fucking love it though, man. And that's a friend of the show, J-Bone.
J-Bone.
In the J-Bone zone.
Bone J.
Which is responsible for 2001: A Space Odyssey. That's fucking pretty impressive. His influence on Kubrick was undeniable and prevalent.
Foretold.
Yeah, foretold by a big black rectangle. No, seriously, they're great. Check them out. It's 3 a.m. The number 3 a.m. Sweets
on Instagram.
.com.
Maybe. Oh, okay. They do have a website.
They have a
There
.com.
you go.
.com. We're gonna have a promo code, and I told him it had to be cum joke.
Cum joke.
I said, I won't take another one. Cum joke, and then he's like, I don't know.
I'm not sure about that.
I was like, how about load toad?
Load toad. You're so stupid. All right, let's rate it. What do you
All
think?
right, how many fucking of those thumbs that I said, the green mush and orange mush, what do you bet that is? Is it like pistachio and sweet potatoes? That's a weird meal.
That is weird. That's what you want to do thumbs of?
I don't know. Pick a different thing.
Fuck's
Do you have a different thing? They don't have a
wrong with
They don't have a
you?
gun or
It would
anything.
just be monoliths.
Okay, monolith thumbs. Yeah, that won't come up again. You're right. That's a good one. MREs might happen. Monolith thumbs, I fucking doubt it, bro.
Doubt it. Come on.
Yeah.
So if you've got 10 thumbs and every one is a giant rectangle black thing.
Monolith.
Monolith.
Yeah.
What would you give it, Dan?
Buddy, man, for me, this is like 9.5. Like, I am just enthralled with this thing. Like, I artistically, this is not what I would have done, but with the thing I'd be like, yo, bro, my boy Stan can cook. Like, check him out. You know, I'd get so fucking hyped about this. Like,
Yeah. I'm also going to go 9.5.
visually, it is impossible not to love.
Yeah.
Like, if you just turn the sound off and put it in your... If you don't like the sound or don't give a shit about the story and you just put it, like, in a room that you're in, it will make your day better. Because it just visually is pleasant to look at.
Yeah. I'm being picky here, but it's almost a 10 for me. But I almost started laughing when I saw the fetus.
I did. You're very well reserved.
So I was like,
sir.
Man, they almost had it. They almost had it.
Big weird CGI baby, but like one of the eyes is fucking way bigger when it's turned. You know what I'm saying? It might not be,
It's
but
not CGI. I don't think
it looks like it is. Well, it fucking looks terrible. I don't like it.
It didn't look great.
Yeah, was it a drawing? Was it a series of drawings?
I'm not sure, but man. Other than that, I know that's kind of a big part of it because that is the end, but you can't. I don't know. You focus on that a little bit.
That probably was so fucking cutting edge when it came out.
It probably,
I bet it scared the fuck out of people.
That's true, yeah.
But it looked fucking hilarious to me.
It did.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's it. And I mean, like, honestly, you could have probably kept the same level of tension and realistically made this movie 2 hours.
Yeah.
Without losing anything. Like, you don't have to cut anything that actually makes the movie. All of the scenes that are too long, just cut them in half and get rid of the first 3 minutes.
I'm fine with it. Other than
it could have been, that first 3 minutes could have been 48 seconds and people still would have been like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm fine with how long it is, except for the beginning where it's just the black screen.
Yeah. The length of it doesn't necessarily bother me. It's the girth.
Hey.
It's the just 20 seconds here, 20 seconds here, and 20 seconds here, and 20 seconds here. Like, it adds up to be a lot. And you could take 20 minutes off of this, and it would still be the exact same movie. That being said, I'm giving it a 9.5, and I would watch it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it.
See, I'm in the different camp. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't cut any of it?
I wouldn't cut any of it except
for the first 3 minutes?
That first black screen.
Didn't like that.
Other than that,
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Hey, Stan. Same page, brother. Same page, not just same book, same page. Yeah, fucking loved it a lot, though. But I tell you what, I bet you might like more.
What's that?
Speaking of blasting cum all over the place, we're getting ready to go watch Laserblast. See what I did there? It's a forced segue that doesn't work. God damn it.
We're gonna get up in it, boy.
Welcome back to the second half of the podcast that we do. What? Okay. I'll fix that in post. So weird. Like when I start and stop something on my phone. Fucking odd. But yeah. Welcome back to the thing we're doing. From the thing we came back and we watched Laserblast. You wanna know about Laserblast? Too bad. You're about to find out.
You're about to get your laser blasted.
Laserblast.
It's a 1978 independent science fiction film directed by Michael Ray and produced by Charles Band.
That's how you know it's
known
good.
For producing B movies.
Stars Mike Babanico. That's what it is. It's Babanico. Look at it. Eddie D.
All right, stars Billy Duncan. Just kidding. That's the guy's name.
Oh, yeah.
You ready?
How about Eddie,
I got you.
Eddie D's nuts?
I got you. All right, stars Kim Milford, Cheryl Smith, Gianni Russo, Ron Masak, Dennis Berkeley, Barry Cutler, Eddie Deason,
D's nuts,
Mike Babinko, Keenan Wynn, Robbie McDowell, who's apparently somewhat well known. Is that true?
Whatever, man. You can just make up words all you want. Doesn't make it real.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
There's a gas station attendant in there somewhere.
Jesus Christ. This thing,
Hang on. You ready?
Yeah, what else you got? You got something else?
All right. I thought I had budget, but oh no, you know what? There is no budget.
Okay.
That's part of the that's part of the trivia.
I tell you what though, man, there's quite a bit of stop motion animation in this that I find absolutely delightful.
Awful.
And to be the highlight of the film, in my opinion. But what would you say it's about?
Let's see.
Huh. I say this and not sound crazy.
Laserblast from 1978 is about a teenager played by a 35-year-old man.
Okay.
Who comes across some alien tech.
A laser blaster,
and steals it and sabotages a local town.
Yeah.
That's, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
He kind of blows some shit up. Yeah. There's a magical medallion situation.
And we'll get there.
Coming into play,
get there.
But it's neither here nor there, honestly.
No, but
it kind of doesn't matter.
As far as the budget goes, one of the trivia little tidbits. According to the producer, Charles Band, the movie was filmed over 3 weekends for basically no money.
I love it.
And you can tell.
I like that this is a thing I can watch that costs somebody almost nothing to make. Like,
what about the?
It's a lot of fun. Is it compelling? No.
Is it
stupid
good
as fuck? Yeah.
Is it good?
But that.
It depends on on your definition of good.
Know. What are you walking in expecting?
What do you think
so bad it's good? Maybe this is a fun one.
What do you think the practical effects cost?
I don't know. Fucking
it was just
$600, $700.
I guess it was just. What'd you say? Stop animation.
They blew up some shit. Stop motion animation for the aliens.
The aliens, yeah. They did blow up some shit. Yeah, there has to be a budget there because
you're not blowing up shit for free.
Exactly.
It don't fucking work like that, bruh.
I wonder if Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you fucking like that? Sorry. I know that's
can you not
audibly pretty fucking awful. But I'm not gonna stop, so
I wonder if they had to have permits for shit like that back in the 70s to blow shit up.
In the 70s, no.
Yeah.
You almost didn't have to have a permit for murdering people in the 70s. It's fucking crazy. We should do a true crime podcast and be like, are you fucking kidding me? That's the name of it.
That's our true crime and comedy podcast.
Are you fucking serious? That's it.
I like it. All right.
Welcome the fuck back.
Let's get into the meat and potatoes of Laserblast.
So there's some meat and also some potatoes.
What you got in that pot?
The aliens look like, all right, imagine a turtle. Imagine it standing up like a man, like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. But now give it that long-ass tortoise neck. And then now take away the shell.
What about its butt?
It's got a weird butt like an ant.
Yeah.
It's got that.
Or it looks like a cockroach, like
that
a big
thorax
cockroach.
Or whatever that bottom body segment is called. Thorax, maybe? I think it's thorax.
That's a cartoon, isn't it?
That's the Lorax. He speaks for the trees and keep cutting down. He'll break your knees.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Have you ever seen that Lorax movie?
No, I haven't.
The cartoon version? Pretty good. Danny DeVito is the Lorax.
I like Danny DeVito.
I do too. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's got Zac Efron, Danny DeVito, and fucking like 2 other people. Anyway,
all right. You want to try to explain?
Laserblast.
You want to try to run through this real quick.
Here's what happens.
As a drunk person.
Old boy picks up the fucking laser blaster in the desert. He's driving along and he just decides to pull over and he's like, oh my God, a laser blaster. And he picks it up and there's a necklace. And once he puts on the necklace, he can operate the laser blaster.
Yeah.
But also he's turned into like a zombie.
He's the character from The Mask.
Yes. Yeah, he's Jim Carrey in The Mask.
He's Jim Carrey. That face.
Yeah, somebody stop me.
That's it. Seriously.
He just blows up a cactus in the desert. Smoking.
We should do.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, we should do Son of the Mask at some point, or maybe we should just do Mask and then.
I fucking think The Mask is okay. Is it a product of its time? Oh, for sure,
100%.
Is it good? I don't know. I haven't seen it in so fucking long. I tell you, one that does hold up for me is fucking When Nature Calls.
The Mask is like the band Smash Mouth.
Ooh.
It's just a product of its time.
They were right. The hits do start coming, and they don't stop coming.
It writes itself.
Right.
It really does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where were we? With
Laserblast. Okay, so he's got the laser blaster. He's causing a muck.
Yeah.
He's taking the necklace off. He's like, he's sweet on his gal.
He's got a girl.
And she's like, oh, that looks bad. You should go to a doctor. Because it does look fucking disgusting.
Gross.
It looks inhuman. And he's like, I guess I'll go to a doctor. Like, the dude sucks. I wish they would have got, like, Kevin Bacon or, I don't know. Anybody. Get anybody. I don't care. It doesn't matter who it is. Just not this guy. He's, like, boring as shit.
Oh, he's terrible.
Yeah. He has a good zombie face. Swap him out with anybody else. I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen worse, but the guy's so unenthusiastic through the entire movie. It's fucking weird that the only thing he does really well is like the zombie bit.
It doesn't really do that very well either.
No, well, not like exceptionally well. I'm just saying like that's the best thing he does in the whole movie is when he's like, because that's what he's doing regular time. He just is looking down.
He has this. Can you kind of like describe what the laser blaster? Can you give the audience just so we can talk about that for a minute?
Imagine there's a big piece of PVC pipe, and you stick your arm up in it, up to your elbow.
Yeah,
and then there's a grasp in there, and you grab it, and then it's like another 2 feet longer.
Yep,
and then that's how you wield it.
That's his gun.
Yeah, that's his
laser blaster.
Yeah. It's fucking weird, man. It's weird looking. It looks awkward as shit. It's too long.
Yeah.
It's too long.
It's too long and because he's like
make it a gun.
He's just like flailing around with it.
Make it a gun. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Make it a gun that plugs into him. There you go. Boom.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Little Kevin Bacon plug-in gun.
Kevin Bacon plug-in gun, baby.
We got those at home.
Yeah, we got those at home. Just fucking take a regular ass extension cord, plug it right into your Kevin Bacon. Plug the other end into a gun. A regular ass gun.
Yeah, so he's got this gun. He's terrorizing the town. He's got a thing in his chest. It's metal. He goes to the doctor. They take it out.
And then them goddamn Duke boys.
the police.
The cops.
There's a bit where the cops are waiting for someone to pass them. They're doing a speed trap.
Yeah.
And the skinny cop, he's smoking weed.
Oh, he's smoking.
But he's doing it with two. He's doing it with both hands.
It's the most uncomfortable looking thing you've ever seen.
And 2 index fingers and
and just laughing like a weasel.
And then the bigger guy's like, "Oh hell, let me try some of that.
Let me get a puff.
Let me get a puff of that.
Let me get a puff of that."
And he takes it and he touches it to his lips
and
then just immediately starts coughing.
It's fucking. Oh, and then later he's like, "I'm too high." It's like
fucking silly.
I know it sounds like a thing from the 90s, but it's not. This is like a much older film. And it works in this when it doesn't work in like more modern era stuff. It's not a funny joke anymore. It's not really a funny joke then.
Right. It's just
the way it's framed, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
What makes that funny versus a fucking weed joke in a Seth Rogen movie that's not funny?
I don't know. I mean, I think in this movie they're trying to have a sense of humor.
I think so. They fucking literally shoot a laser blaster at Star Wars. Just a billboard. That's all it says is Star Wars. It's not an advertisement. It just has the words Star Wars.
No, I think it said in smaller print, it said coming soon.
Oh, did it?
So that was shot post-production, by the way.
I imagine.
So Star Wars, the first Star Wars film came out in 1977. This was released in 1978. So they were like, you know what? Fuck Star Wars. You know what we're going to do? We're going to laser blast your ass back to the past.
But that was what, and then Disney bought that. So now it's
right.
That fucking, I don't know how to make the fucking Star Wars laser phaser noises. That's right, laser phaser noises.
You gave it a good go.
Yeah, I gave it the old college try. Man, so what do you think about okay, here's what I want to know. What do you think about like the creature design? Eventually, I guess we should just run through the thing real quick.
Yeah, that's what we should get back to that.
Yeah.
So
the cops eventually get him cornered, and then the fucking turtle alien guys come up out of nowhere, and they laser blast his ass to dust.
Well, he still lives.
He still lives, but
they don't blast him to dust.
The laser blaster,
it's gone.
Blast it. Yeah.
And gone. So is the necklace.
Yeah, and they got him good. Remember that bit?
It's funny because they laser blast the laser blaster from a building, from a
they got the high ground.
High ground.
Yeah.
In a desert.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's in the desert.
It's Phoenix, Arizona.
But it's not. It's outside. It's clearly
right.
Fucking silly.
Oh, it's a fucking weird, man. It's a weird one. Faux show. Okay. So what do you think of the creature design is my first thing. There's only one type of alien in it. How do you like it?
It's funny. It doesn't look good. If that's what you're asking.
I just mean the design. Like, imagine it's modernized.
Ooh.
Do you like the shape and the idea, or
no, not at all?
No.
Mm-mm.
I kind of like a big turtle dude.
You like a big turd dude?
A turtle.
Because it looks like a turd.
Tortoise fella.
Tortoise fella.
Yeah. Just a tortoise humanoid thing. Be a cool D&D character.
Does it have the shell?
No.
Oh.
No shell. But they are proficient in medium armor.
So it's not a fucking turtle then.
That's a tortoise. That's what the long neck is from. They're fucking neat looking though, but also silly because they're like,
I know, it reminded me of Ack.
Yeah. Fucking Mars Attacks.
Mars Attacks, yeah. Well, here's a big pile of shit.
Man, pretty fun though, I think.
This movie?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a good time to make fun of.
I think so.
For sure. Here's the thing though. It's a little long.
It's a bit long in the tooth. We did watch it with ads, but
yeah. But there's so much filler in this.
Yeah, it is. It's drugged the fuck out quite a bit.
This could be like 45 minutes.
Neat though. Like it's I don't know. It's a neat idea. Is it good execution? No, but
That's the thing is like
it's dumb enough. It kind of works for me as like a fun time. You know.
That's the thing is this actually could be a pretty good story because like they take the piece of metal out of his body and then they're like, let's send this off. You know, we're gonna get this tested, and the doctor's on the way, but. Guess who gets fucking laser blasted?
Boom.
I like that idea though of like testing this unknown substance, taking it back to a lab. I don't know that you could work with something there for sure and make it good.
It turns out there was a mosquito in there.
Oh shit!
And we extracted dino DNA. Yeah, I like this. Like, what would you do differently about it if you were going to modernize it?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Modernize it so we can do current day.
I think present day. I think this could use a reboot. This idea, anyway.
Laserblast. I mean, it obviously has to be dark.
Vin Diesel. I'm sorry. What were you going to say? You were saying? I'm sorry. That's just a tick I have. Sorry about that.
Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
You're fucking stupid. Oh, I love it. I love it.
He'd make a great zombie thing. What if we got The Rock to be like him when he's a human man and Vin Diesel to be him when he's a zombie?
What is this? The Fast and the Laser Blast?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The Laser Blast and the Furious.
Oh. Blast 9. All right. I just see this, if you're taking it serious, I see this as like a dark fucking, you know what I mean? Dark psychological.
Almost like a possession, otherworldly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something real devious.
Get Denis Villeneuve.
Get Denis Villeneuve.
Once he's done with Dune, Part 2. Like,
is it Dune or Dune? I don't know.
I think it's Dude.
Dude. Where's my worm?
No, I see this as a very dark film if you're going to take it serious and modernize it.
Yeah. Okay. Get Shea Wiggum to actually be Laserblast guy.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And
you down with that?
Yeah. I mean,
I like fucking what's her name? I said it while we were watching it. From Midwife's Tale. It's not what it's called. It's called something else. You know what I'm talking about? I've never seen it.
Elizabeth Moss
from what's the name of the show?
Oh, The Handmaid's Tale.
The Handmaid's Tale, not The Midwife's Tale. It's a different thing.
So you'd get her as
I think
the love interest?
As the love interest, yeah.
Of Shea Wiggum?
To go with Shea Wiggum, yeah, I think for sure.
Well, because when we were watching Laser Blast, I was like, the main actor kind of looks like Michael Shannon.
Oh, yeah, Michael Shannon.
But I don't think that would,
better one.
I'm not sure if that would really
fit. Fucking Shea Wiggum to be the skinny cop. You get Shea Wiggum to be the skinny cop?
No. Shea Wiggum's the FBI guy.
Oh, yeah. Guy in the suit?
Yeah.
When he's like, I pooped my pants.
What?
And then he's like, you did? Have a seat. And he said, I will sit in my poo-poo pants.
When did this happen?
It was in the movie that we watched.
I don't remember this.
You went to go pee. You missed it.
Oh.
The fucking man.
So we got Michael Shannon.
Okay.
As the main character.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Moss. I don't know about how I feel about that. I guess she could work.
I want it to be a gun that plugs in. I want her to be like odd but assertive.
Who?
The love interest.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Odd but assertive. And she could do that. She'd fucking kill that. And she's not age appropriate. Age her up 5 years, age him back 5 years. They can do that shit.
What about the lawyer from Ozark?
Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah. What's her name?
What is her name?
I don't know.
Janet McTeer.
Janet McTeer.
What about her as 11? Because she's a little older. She's
Oh, yeah, that could work. She's good, too. She's real intense.
maybe more age appropriate for Michael Shannon.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, yeah, I fucking like that.
What about the two cops? Them Duke boys.
Clifton Collins Jr.
Yeah, is the skinny one? Yeah,
Yep.
you called that while we were watching it.
And, oh, man, I want to say Jack Black, but he would go too hard.
Dale.
He'd go too
from
hard.
Tucker and Dale.
Yeah. What's his fucking name?
Because I know he can play a serious role.
Yeah, he can.
Right?
For sure.
Did I say Dale or Dave? Because it's Dale.
Yeah, it's Dale. Oh, yeah.
Tyler
Durden.
Labine?
Tyler Labine.
Labine? I'm not really sure how to say it. Yeah, I like that.
Well, I don't know. He's in one movie I like. I've seen 3 or 4 of the films that he's in, and one of them I like. So, I don't know. Take it or leave it. It's weird, though, to feel so conflicted about a character that you like so much in one movie, and then just in 3 other movies, you're like, man, this is kind of ass.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, bummer.
Or who else? I mean, is there someone else that you think of in his...
The big cop?
Yeah.
Fucking David Harbour.
Whoa.
David Harbour and Clifton Collins Jr. as the cops.
You're going big.
Yeah. Big boy. And little Clifton Collins Jr.
Little medium boy.
Little medium fella. little to medium youth large.
Okay. I like, so there was a scientist and there was a doctor. The scientist should be, fucking, what's his name from Fringe?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
And the other guy should be Dr.
John Noble.
Jablomi. Haywood Jablomi.
Sorry, folks. We're going to work on this.
Thank you for letting me bring it full circle. You didn't think I'd remember, but I did. I was here.
So John Noble is a scientist.
John Noble.
And the doctor, like the town doctor. Who would that be?
Dr. Proctor.
Gamble?
His name is John Cena. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know, Willem Dafoe.
I'm somewhat of a doctor myself.
While we're dreaming, you know?
Right. As the town doctor.
The cast for this. Hey, we're going to remake Laserblast. Could you email Willem again and see if
he'll do it?
Just let him know, like, hey, we haven't heard back from you. We want to know before we move forward.
Town doctor, Liam Neeson.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's it. That's right in the pocket. How many fucking turtle dicks? How many, if your thumbs are turtle dicks? How many turtle dicks?
What's a turtle dick?
Well, I don't know. Like green, probably like grossly moist.
Ew.
Ew, yeah.
You're gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am.
How many, like, okay,
guys will
all right,
just
so
see
imagine,
this and think, hell yeah.
Imagine your thumbs. Imagine you have 10 thumbs, and all those thumbs are the necks and heads of those turtle aliens from Laserblast. They'll have little beaks.
How many of those would I give it?
10. Yeah, how many out of those would you give it?
I'm gonna give
without shitting your pants.
I'll
Zero.
I'll have to go then.
Excuse me.
I've been Birdman. This has been fun. I'm gonna go. Ooh. 8.
8?
Yeah. I'm gonna go 8.
I want to go 9.
Oh.
I fucking had a blast with this. I'd watch this tomorrow. This is a hoot.
Yeah. Would you? You gonna watch it tomorrow? I'm gonna hold you to
No, I
that.
probably wouldn't. I'd just watch both of them tomorrow.
Right.
Fucking Space Odyssey 2020. All right. All that fucking good shit, just watch them back to back. I might. You never know. Either way, are you ready for the next segment of the show?
Oh, fuck.
What you watching? Hey, Birdman, what you been watching, Birdman?
What you been watching today? Whoa.
All right, yeah, what you been watching?
Hey, what you watching?
Watching Birdman.
What you been watching, Dan?
I'm gonna put the regular intro to this segment after I'm like, what you been? It's just gonna go straight back into it. It'll be very funny for me, not for people that listen to the show. That's not the point. Never has been.
Well, I watched with my lady. My lady.
My lady. He tipped his fedora.
Exactly. The meme. Yeah. The old meme. A little movie called Self-Reliance.
Oh, yeah. I've seen Self-Reliance.
You've also seen.
Oh, yeah. Good flick. Did you like it?
What'd you think?
I liked it.
I liked it a lot.
Liked it a lot, yeah. It probably doesn't have a ton of rewatch value for me, but I could see myself watching it again at some point just because it was funny and delightful and weird and different, and which is really all I care about.
Yeah, I liked it quite a bit because it actually had some twists that I did not see coming.
Right.
So, yeah, I always enjoy that when I can't guess a thing. That means you're doing something right.
Right.
And I like Jake Johnson, Andy Samberg.
Andy Samberg as himself
Andy Samberg
is fantastic.
Just awesome.
I don't know, man. That's all they pay me to say.
Biff Whiff steals the show in this movie.
Oh yeah.
Had Carrie dying laughing. So.
He's fucking Santa Claus, and I think he should leave now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Genius.
God, he's funny, man.
Anna Kendrick, who I always enjoy. Nice. Hell yeah. Oh, be careful there.
Oh shit, I made that beer bottle. Yeah, and that can. Before that, I also made that one.
Yeah, so Self-Reliance, very good movie. It is
It's on Hulu, right?
Comedy thriller on Hulu, if that sounds fun to you. 2023 release.
So it's about they're like, hey, play this game. All you have to do is stay alive for 30 days or whatever it is.
Yep, 30 days. And if you are with someone you know, the hunters, the people who are hunting you, cannot touch you.
If you're with someone.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're with someone, I guess, do you have to know them? I can't remember that bit. I guess not.
I don't think so. You just have to be, they can only attack you when you're alone.
Yeah. I do want to mention... one of the like quote unquote producers. Because it's almost like or not producers. I can't remember what you call them.
Best boy?
Best boys.
Key grip?
What?
The grip?
The grip. Fuck. This younger kid with super long hair. He played one of the production assistants. That's the word I'm thinking for.
Nice.
Yeah, he was cracking me up.
He's funny, man.
I liked him as well.
Have you seen that?
Eduardo Franco.
Have you seen that movie on Netflix where he's like he gets his dick cut off and he's like, oh my God, put it in a cooler and get it to a hospital?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well,
that sounds wild.
I'll have to send you a link. It's like a teen comedy. It's not bad though. It's not bad. Pretty funny because the guy he gets his dick cut off and he's very like sincere about, please take care of my dick. You know, which you would,
I guess. Other than that, as far as the only other thing I've watched recently is Carrie and I started an older show called Psych.
Okay.
Did you ever watch that?
No. I know what it is, though.
Yeah, it's a show that I think she's watched.
It's like sitcom Sherlock, right?
Yeah. I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like, he's a mentalist. He just figures it all out.
Yeah, he has psychic powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Detective work, buddy comedy, that sort of thing. But what else?
I love a cop buddy
cop.
comedy.
Yeah, for sure. A good Theodore Rex.
Yeah,
something like that.
With a little bit of, just get as much Whoopi Goldberg as you can in there. Not too much, so be careful.
Oh, you got to be careful with the Berg.
Yeah, gotta be. Yeah, watch out for that Berg.
So,
especially when it's dead ahead.
I finally beat The Witcher 3 on Death March difficulty.
Fuck!
Nerd alert!
Nerd
Can you do like
alert.
Can you give me like a...
Oh my God, the first try, that's never happened.
Nice. Took me a while. Took a while. Not terribly hard, just sometimes frustrating.
I fucking imagine. I intend on beating Baldur's Gate on the hardest difficulty. But like, I intend on it. I'm gonna.
What do you plan on now?
Stack myself up real good. Right now, I'm playing on Explorer just for the story, and then I'm immediately gonna go straight back in on a harder difficulty.
Do they have
I love it.
Do they have New Game Plus, and then you could just play on a harder difficulty? Or
I don't know. Here's the great thing about the way the game is set up is like I am a halfling bard of a specific scholarly class that gives me different advantages. But if at any time in the game I want to change all of that, I can reset all of it for like 200 gold.
Huh.
It's nothing. Like I can change my race, my class, my everything, and
That's
just
kind of weird.
Start like just be. Now I'm a totally different race of character and totally different character. If I get tired of it,
can you be a toad?
You could kinda. You could be a toad guy.
I like
you wanted
that.
to.
I'd be a toad guy.
You would?
Mm-hmm.
I would too. I would too if I could, but I'm already kind of a toad guy. If you've seen my character and his wiener.
Thank you for saying wiener.
Yeah, it like flaps.
We're bringing it back.
It like flaps when you move it.
We're bringing wiener back.
Pretty funny.
I started The Last of Us 2.
Oh yeah,
for the second time.
I was gonna say for which.
No, I haven't played it as much as. I honestly was like, not mad, but I was a little disappointed with it the first time I played it.
Okay.
I think I've come around to the story quite a bit more than the first attempt.
All right.
Or the first playthrough.
You getting like more of it?
It just... Do you know what happens?
No, please enlighten me.
I mean, you've played Last of Us Part 1.
Oh, yeah, I played last... Oh, no, yeah, I know what happens. I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about The Witcher.
Oh. No.
Okay.
I've moved on.
I got you. I'm right with you. I'll play it again in a couple of months. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Last of Us 2. Yeah, no, I'm familiar with what happens in the story.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And if you haven't played Last of Us 1, 2, spoilers. The first time I played part 2, I think I was upset about the way that Joel died. Like, he's such a careful character and just a careful person.
Yeah.
And the way that he's
made a simple mistake, and
it just didn't add up to me.
Didn't seem like Joel, but
Yeah.
that's what gets everybody killed is just one simple mistake.
Well, and
in that like apocalyptic setting, it can be
what happens? Basically what happens is they kind of get caught in this snowstorm. So they have to do something. Like they have to go somewhere, and the character's like, "Hey, follow me. I have a hideout. Whatever, yada yada." So it makes a little bit more sense on a second playthrough. It's just another instance of survival, really.
Well, I know, like for the one game I have been playing, I haven't played it at all this week though, but I do know 3 other people that are also playing Baldur's Gate, and all of our stories and playthroughs are all incredibly different. Like nobody's are even close to the same, which is very cool. It's very neat. It can be different from the start. Like from the first 30 minutes that you start playing the game, it can be different than anybody else's.
Yeah.
Which is weird, man. It's a weird sensation for that sort of thing. Impact decision making has come a long way in games.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. What else I got? I rewatched Midsummer with Alicia. Yeah.
Do you think I would like that?
I do.
Hating the other what was the other one? His film before that.
Yep. It's Ari Aster, right?
Yeah.
It's got Toni Collette.
Yep.
A Treehouse. There's
Hereditary.
Hereditary. That's what it's called.
Would I like Midsummer?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Alicia liked it. She didn't care for the other one. So, I think it is objectively good.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking weird, and the creepiest thing about it is that 99% of the movie takes place in broad daylight, and it's creepier like that.
I like that. Maybe we should do it sometime. Not sex.
Yeah, we can watch the movie too if you want. Yeah. What else you got? You been watching anything else?
I mean,
I've been catching up on the new season of True Detective.
Oh, really?
Yeah, boy.
How'd that be?
Fucking dude, Jodie Foster's fire, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, Jodie Foster's fire. She's electric, and the woman that plays next to her, the actor that plays next to her, I can't remember her name, and I'm not gonna search it because I've searched like fucking 15 things. I'll search it next week.
Vince Vaughn.
Yes.
Just name different characters from other seasons.
That's her name. Vince Vaughn.
Colin Farrell.
She's got those like dimple piercings.
Taylor Kitsch.
No, it's none of those. You're just saying stuff now.
Mahershala Ali.
Yes, that's the one. Fuck.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, no, that's her for sure. So Jodie Foster and Woody Harrelson, they're like, they don't want to work together, but god damn it, they're gonna have to. And it's good because they're leaning into, it's like, oh, it's a supernatural thing, but it's not going to be. Very much in the way that season 1 was this weird psychological experience.
Yeah.
Season 4 has kind of got that stuff's different up here in the Arctic. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a little mythological. It's not going to be. It's just going to be murder. But they give you bits and pieces through that lens of like, oh, this is a supernatural occurrence. But it's not. You're just like seeing it through the eyes of someone who is like experiencing psychosis. It's fucking cool though, man. Like I think it's probably the best one since season 1.
Okay. I like that.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Check it out though. it seems like the Arctic is a fucking miserable place to live, and I don't know why anyone would choose to live there.
They just
extra suck it to also get murdered there. Even worse.
Yeah, I mean, they probably that's why they all have drinking problems.
Like really high suicide rate in that area too, I think.
Yeah, you were telling me.
Stick around, just move.
You were telling me about another series.
I'll hire you. You can be our social networking.
You were telling me about another series that you were watching. Ted. Ted.
Yeah, I watched Ted. I watched all of the series Ted.
How was it?
Just a delight.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's just fun, man. And like, is it anything? It's nothing different from the type of humor you would expect from another Seth MacFarlane production, but it is tasteful and it makes sense chronologically and just a fun.
It's a cool idea, just as it like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
a kid has a magic teddy bear come to life, and everybody is just like whatever.
Like it is a prequel, right?
Yeah,
to the movies.
So it's like the kid that they got to play high school age Mark Wahlberg, fucking killing it. That kid's fucking killing it. Like it's perfect. What do you mean? Just like he fucking kills it. What do you mean, Ted?
Say hello to your mother for me. Fucking Andy Samberg's fucking
Mark Wahlberg.
Andy Samberg's Mark Wahlberg. Yeah.
Yeah. Say hello to your mother for me. Fucking, he's silly, man. He's a silly goose. Yeah. What else? I honestly, that's all I've got for the entire week.
I finished the novel I talked about last time.
Oh fuck!
If on a winter's night, a traveler.
It's a different book every time.
Yeah, so it's 10 different novels that you, the reader, are reading, and they end abruptly for various reasons. Each time something happens, so you're trying to find the rest of that novel.
What if hypothetically I don't want to read 10 novels?
No, it's not like you're reading 10 novels.
Oh, good.
It's the start of a novel each time.
I'm teasing. I remember I just recorded the first episode that you talked about it. I edited today.
Yeah.
And man, good stuff. Like it sounds really fucking interesting.
Oh, it's
like every chapter is a different like book that you're picking up, but they're not related, but like
not at all.
Maybe maybe there's something in common, you know what I mean? Like kind of thing you got to search for.
The title of each novel ends up making a longer title, which is cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
The novels themselves, they don't have anything to do with each other. It's a different story each time. But I don't know, it's a bizarre experimental novel, and it's one of the best novels I've read. 5 out of 5 for sure.
Awesome.
Italo Calvino.
Yep.
Italo Calvino. All right, we'll stop that. Other than that, I started another book by Rudolf Wurlitzer called Flats.
Are you sure?
Are you sure? That name is Rudolf Wurlitzer.
Oh yeah, Rudy.
Oh yeah, Rudy. You talking about Rudy? I've read one of his books before. I might have talked about it on here, called Nog.
Yeah, actually, I think you have. It's been a while, but
It's been a while. Very strange, surrealism. Just, I don't even know. I'll have to read more to describe it, because right now I'm kind of like, what the fuck's going on right here?
Oh yeah.
So that's about it for me, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think I've got anything else. I'm comfortable calling it there though. You know what I mean? I tell you what, if you've made it this far in the podcast, leave us a like if you could. 5-star rating. I sure would love that.
We'd love you.
You could also write us at itsjusttwomovies.com and hit us up on any social networks at It's Just Two Movies, on TikTok at It's Just Two Movies Pod, I think.
You said it's just twomovies.com.
Did I? Oh, that's our website. Yeah.
Oh.
It's just two movies at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Is our email.
There you go.
But, which brings me to our website.
You got it.
You can always check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or whatever podcatcher of your choice. But if you don't subscribe to any of those platforms, our podcast is always free at itsjusttwomovies.com, which is just our website. So the only ads you're going to hear are ads that were fake, except for that 3 a.m. Sweets, baby. 3amsweets.com.
Yeah. If you're listening to this, though, do you really need us to explain like how to listen to the podcast?
No, probably not. Tell your friends, though, if you would. And it might be news to them. So until next time.
I've been Danny King.
Put your finger in your butt.
You guys aren't going to start sucking each other's dicks, are you?
Let's call that gold talk! We're a one-eyed Batman!
Can I make a suggestion that doesn't involve violence? Or is this the wrong crowd?
Maybe we should call in a bomb threat to Houston. I think it's free beer night at the Astrodome.
The Jedi, Bob, we don't fight with guns, we fight with our mind.
Cousin business is booming.
That is one big pile of shit.
Jog on.
It's Just Two Movies is a production of Blue Cheese and Bacon Studios and can be found wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, special thanks for the people who helped make this show. That is going to be Russ, Tafari, God-Sized and Growing, and SUNDS for our music, Lamplighter Productions for our artwork. Oh, yeah, I definitely want to throw out a thanks to Dave, who takes care of our YouTube platform, and Justin, who has started doing our TikTok. You can find us on TikTok at Just Two Movies Pod. Yeah, so hit us up on socials and tell your friends and leave us a like if you could. That's the show.
Am I a little loud to
Seem
you?
fine to me.
Okay.
I seem fine to you?
Yeah.
I seem really fine?
It seems crisp. Like, much more crisp than I've ever heard.
Well, the computer has been running for like 7 days now, so...
You want to restart it?
Nah. That's where you get the crispness from. It's because it's hot. It's keeping it crispy.
It's keeping it crispy, baby.